Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you can probably tell, I am not in my best, how should I put it, environment here. I'm visiting some friends and having some good time for a few days. So that's what we got. This is what we're going to work with. But the news are too important to be ignored, so I can't really stay away from it since everybody is kind of sleeping after last night of talking. I have some very interesting news here. And I saw it last night and I started laughing and I said, well, probably they will come with the conclusion that the next day, which is today, they came with. So let's see what's going on here. So this article, one of them, comes from Ukrainska Pravda, and President of Belarus hospitalized after meeting with Putin. And I said, okay, so I know what's going to be next. Putin poisoned or beat up this guy. Why do they need to have him come and do it? It's too obvious that you wouldn't do that. But anyway, these guys, as I said, their audience is as it is. So let's see what these guys said yesterday. So this is the initial article. So Valery Tsapkalo, Belarusian opposition leader, not to be trusted. Why? Because he's the opposition leader, so he's going to say whatever he wants to make the other one look bad. That's the rule of the thumb, right? Said that after a meeting with Russian President Putin, the self-proclaimed president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, was taken to the Central Clinical Hospital of Moscow in critical condition. Well, this could be nothing subjective here, just telling us the news. Quote, according to the information we have, which needs additional confirmation, Lukashenko, after meeting with Putin behind closed doors. When I read this last night, I was like, okay, I know what that's going to be next. They beat him up over there, and then they dispatched him to put him back together. He was urgently taken to the Central Clinical Hospital of Moscow, where he is now located. The best specialists were sent to return him from a condition assessed by doctors as critical. Blood was purified. Lukashenko's condition was proclaimed not transportable. The organized measures to save the Belarusian dictator was intended to ward off speculation about the possible participation of the Kremlin in his poisoning. It does not matter whether he returns to working conditions or not. Doctors warn of a possible recurrence of relapses. So, later, the same guy added that there is an attempt to explain Lukashenko's stay at the administrative directorate of the President of the Russian Federation with a medical examination. And I'm quoting, the appearance of such a version is quite natural, as an attempt to hide the real condition of the patient, which is still critical. Previous cases of faltering health were also attempted to be silenced. And in this case, in order not to arouse suspicion, his plane was even sent to Minsk, the opposition leader said. So why would we believe you? Oh, okay, especially Ukrainska Pravda. But anyway, what I think is he is sick. I can't deny that. But then look at this article, Putin poisoning. Yeah, he gave him a portion of poison, like Novichok or whatever that is. Well, that's why I am very, very relaxed, because if the Russians tried to poison Lukashenko, there's going to be a failure. So he's in good hands. He said, hey, okay. Why? Because the guys from London, Berlin, and other locations told us that Russians are so bad at poisoning others that everybody survives. Or if not everybody, is about a chance of survival 95%, which is a lack of, let's put it this way, professionalism. Maybe they need some training in other countries. That was a joke, YouTube. Okay, it was a joke. Don't hurt me too much. So, Lukashenko is sick, but then why would you wait for Lukashenko to come in your possession and then go and take care of him like that? I mean, obviously everybody's going to say exactly what these weasels are saying. Putin poisoning. All right, yeah, okay, so they're so dumb too. Yeah, obviously. These guys are just using this kind of headlines because they know the strata of the society they are targeting will not ask this kind of questions. Now, obviously, I don't know, neither they know what happened with Lukashenko. I think he got sick. Maybe he got poisoned. I don't know if in Russia or not, but where else? In Belarus, he doesn't go into any places. And then he's in a hospital. I hope that he's going to be okay as a human being. Personally, I don't have any problem with him, and as any other, human being, I wish him quick recovery. But I know people don't want that, but I don't give up. Why? Because he's just another human being. So let's be compassionate about it. So let's keep reading this article from the New Voice of Ukraine, which came today, and they already, they insert this: Putin poisoning Belarus dictator Lukashenko in critical condition in Moscow hospital, says opposition figure. Now, this is the same following a closed door meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, where Putin smacked him around. So, let's see. He visits Putin behind closed doors, and then he's taken to the hospital. What happened? So, let's see. This guy said it's an adenovirus or whatever it is. Adenovirus, it's nothing, but since I didn't have the opportunity to receive treatment, all of it accumulated. This is what he said. Lukashenko said it on May 23rd. So I'm not planning to die, guys. You'll be tormenting yourselves with me for a very long time, added the dictator. So at least he's got a sense of humor. But I don't know, he's old, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who want him to kick the bucket. So I don't think it's the Russians. I mean, why would you do it so obvious? And if it's the Russian, as I said, he's got a high chance of survival. So according to the Brits and all this, yes, it was Novichok, but then somehow they're all alive to tell the story. Well, I keep you posted with this one and see what's going on with Lukashenko. I personally foresee Lukashenko being gone in very soon. I think these guys are on him, and I think he's already sick, whatever sickness he acquired and from whom, it doesn't really matter, but I think he's not well. We'll see. Maybe it's just an exaggerated propaganda, an accelerated propaganda by these guys who are becoming desperate to, have the Russians take their missiles from Belarus once they arrive and are ready to go. But we'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.